Good morning, everyone. This morning we are going to cover a topic regarding cardiology or the science of heart. Cardiology has progressed within last 45 years from perigee to apogee or nadir to nova or planet to paradise. Thanks to first pioneering cardiologist Dr. Bernard, Christian Bernard. Christian Bernard was from South Africa, who actually spearheaded, launched advanced cardiology or the science of heart, open heart surgery, bypass surgery, and then he moved to cardiac transplant. Cardiac transplant means a person whose heart does not work or patient's heart is going to work for only few weeks. Dr. Christian Bernard would get the donor's heart, other human's heart, the other human who is not going to survive because he is brain dead or because he is a victim of accident or anything, and he is willing to donate his heart. Mr. Bernard would remove his heart from his chest and he is going to transplant other donor's heart into the heart of the recipient. And this way, the person who is about to die of accident or brain dead or any other thing will actually save other person's life. And this way, patient of cardiac transplant or recipient of donor heart will live long enough. This was pioneered by the most pioneering doctor of South Africa, Dr. Christian Bernard. And this cardiological science still has been thriving, saving millions of lives all over the world so far. Thanks to Dr. Bernard, cardiac transplant actually has been saving thousands upon thousands of lives all over the world. And as you know, cardiac malady is the worst malady killing millions of people all over the world because people smoke, people are overweight, they have obesity. And in that kind of cases, you know, that our heart is the first to be victimized by our obesity or our smoking habit or sedentary life. These kind of things are actually taking toll on our cardia. And as such, cardiac patients are the most in number all over the world. And this cardiac transplant, cardiac implant, and a cardiac xenotransplant have been saving millions of precious lives. Point number 2 is cardiac implant. Cardiac implant was found by Dr. Jarvik. It was something probably 25 years ago in 1990s. Dr. Jarvik is also a cardiologist, a heart specialist who found this prosthetic heart. Heart is made of plastic. It's not a real heart, it's a prosthetic heart, but it works better than the real, natural, our congenital heart. It is known as Jarvik 2000. First was Jarvik 7, but in 2000, he actually upgraded Jarvik 7 to Jarvik 2000. This heart works, according to him, for about 50 to 60 years. If the person who is about 50 years old and dying of cardiac complications, and he has only few weeks life, then Dr. Jarvik is going to remove that heart, the sick heart from the chest of the patient and implant this this prosthetic heart known as a cardiac implant. That is, Jarvik 2000 would be implanted into the chest of the dying cardiac patient, and the cardiac patient, according to Jarvik, Dr. Jarvik, would live to be 100 years. This is very expensive heart. It costs around 50 to 60 lakh rupees in Indian currency, and the procedure of transplant is also very expensive. But if the person is rich, he can calculate that next 50 years he will be making probably 500 crore rupees. So spending 1 crore rupees on Jarvik 7 or Jarvik 2000 implant is not going to cost him too much. Point number 3 is cardiac xenotransplant. This is very strange. It is still in the infancy or nascent surgery. It is not developed yet. What is xenotransplant is borrowing the heart of an animal. Animal like chimpanzee has been tried, but the patient did not survive too long. Heart from the piglets, this kind of special pigs are kind of created in England, America, Canada, other European nations, and their heart, their blood can be eventually used for the human bodies. So xenotransplant is the heart of the animal, the zoonotic cardia. Animal cardia is going to be borrowed from the animal, like pigs, like chimpanzee, and many other animals, and it would be given to human. Still, it's infancy. It's a nascent science, nascent cardiology. Not that many people have been given this kind of animal heart or zoonotic cardia, but people have been tried, but they found that lifespan or longevity of life is not that satisfactory. Patients do not last for too long and die in the hospital before they leave the hospital for their home. So this is still being experimented and not used in the patient to give him a longer active life. But it has been done by Dr. James Hardy. He used chimpanzee heart to the patient, and patient survived for only a couple of weeks, and after that he died. Now, immune suppressant, immune response actually is the biggest concern, because if you are going to get the heart of an animal, your immunity is not going to accept it. Your immunity is going to carry out the slew of attacks, and patient is going to die. So what they have been doing is that they are going to give human genes to those animals whose heart will be used eventually, like piglet, chimpanzee. They will have 20%, up to 20% human genes. When human genes are injected to them, then our immunity can be cheated. Our immunity is going to see that heart as a human heart, and our immunity is going to accept it. But again, humanity will be given drugs called immune suppressant. Immune suppressants are going to suppress the immunity from taking the donor's heart. And a donor's heart would have about 20 to 30% human gene, which would actually deceive our immune system. Our immune system is going to read the donor's heart as the real genetic or natural heart of the patient, is not going to carry out any attack on the heart. So these are the 3, we can say, groundbreaking progress in the cardiology, which are cardiac transplant, implant, and xenotransplant. Cardiac transplant is human to human. Cardiac implant is prosthetic plastic heart, and the cardiac xenotransplant is animal heart. Thank you very much for listening. That's all the time we have today. God bless everyone on this planet. Amen.